Ma'am, good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. I'm audible,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm doing good, sir.
So can we start with the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So good evening to one and all present here. This is the fourth day of our faculty development program on ChatGPT and artificial intelligence tools for academicians. So today we have our guest speaker to be Miss Jijlin Jebo Shebija. She is an assistant professor from the Department of Computer Science Engineering Department. So she's from she is currently doing her PhD on the topic of deep learning in data science from Amat University. She is a MBA and MSc degree holder. She has a lot of experience in handling various projects respected to monitoring systems and algorithms and data storage. She has a lot of national, international conference presentations along with journals, in-plant training, workshop, and a lot more. Along with a lot of technical capabilities, we have a huge speaker over here who is going to give us a huge knowledge that she has. She's going to share with us on the topic of advanced applications of artificial intelligence in academia. So it's an honor to welcome you, ma'am, to have you here in our faculty development program on day 4. Thank you so much for your presence. And without any further ado, I am leaving the stage to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your greetings. Good evening, all. Is the screen is visible for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, greetings, one and all, over here present for this evening. Greetings and thank you for joining the faculty development program. We are excited to look into our professional growth and collaboration, and we are going to look into various aspects of academic excellence together. Let's be start. In today's sessions, we are going to discuss about advanced applications of AI in academia. So, in today's agenda, we are going to cover the topics of introduction to AI in academia, teaching with AI, advanced applications of AI in academia, personalization in education, AI powered personalization in education, adaptive learning, AI based tutoring systems, and various applications. First, let's start with this. First, I will introduce myself. It's my Jijlin Chabo Sibicha. I am an assistant professor. It's working in King's Cornerstone International College in Chennai. So let's we dive into introduction part. So everyone in today's world, everyone is talking about AI. So because some persons are talking about whether it is a boon or a curse. So this are the talkative it's happening beyond around us. So we have to first conclude AI. It's to up to us whether it is a boon or curse. So AI isn't just a tech upgrade, it's changing education fundamentally. It's not about replacing traditional methods, but reshaping how we teach and learn. Imagine your traditional classroom where students learn from textbooks, attend lectures, and take exams. Now, in that place of traditional methods, now we are going to introduce AI into this scenario. So when you are introducing this AI into this scenario, AI powered educational tools you can use. Instead of attending the lectures, they can watch online videos. So they can visualize the picturized format so that they can memorize it easily. So these are the advantages we are having it in the AI. So AI works hand in hand with traditional teaching. It's not here to replace teachers, but to make teaching better by adding new tools and methods. It's a best reward for us for teachers to replace or to upgrade ourselves to the next level. So that's what AI is playing a major role over here. So let's we can before moving into this, First, we can discuss about the transformational impact as well as the integration with the traditional methods we can discuss. Next, we can dive into the various applications and with the hands-on experience. First, in traditional approach, teachers use standard textbooks and traditional teaching methods. Learning in a uniform, for example, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, or unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and the same curriculum will be followed for 3 or 4 or 5 years. And assessment methods will be like evaluating the test papers, and based on that, the grading will be available. This is one of the normal traditional approach of teaching. Now we are moving into the transformational with AI. When you are transforming with AI, AI powered educational tools offer interactive content, virtual simulations, multimedia resources can be available. So each student's progress is tracked individually. It's not about the entire class, it's just individual persons or individual students' attention, and AI adapts the learning material to their pace and learning style. Assessments are dynamic with AI providing real-time feedback. Nowadays, if I think previous sessions, last 2 days you are attending the session, I may agree that you have went through your different applications. So assessments are also, we are AI, it's giving a proper assessment with real-time feedback, identifying the strengths and weakness of the particular student so that the students can concentrate on their strength, their weakness, and they can improve their results. So it's one of the most advanced version of the AI. Students are more engaged with interactive and personal. Instead of listening to sitting in their class and attending the classes and lectures for a while, for an hour or for a 45 minutes to 1 hour, the class sessions are arranged. But instead of that, instead of seeing a blackboard and with a teacher's interaction, it's very less interactions. Instead of that, the students are more engaged with interactive and personalized content. So learning becomes adaptive, catering to each student's needs. Teachers can focus more on guiding students, addressing specific challenges, and fostering critical thinking. This transformation highlights how AI is not just a supplement but a game changer for the educational experience for both the students and the educators. So here the benefits we are getting from both students as well as from the staff. So next we are moving to the how we are integrating this AI into the traditional methods. So first we have discussed about the transformational impact. Next we are moving into the integration of the traditional methods. So
Excuse me,
how,
ma'am.
yeah,
Ma'am, sorry to disturb. Are you changing the slides because it's not changing here?
no. I'm discussing about the introduction
Okay,
part next
okay,
time.
fine, ma'am. Sorry to disturb.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, let's move with an example. Consider a high school science class is happening. That is the topic they are discussing in the class is a physics. So traditionally, if you ask him, the teachers will be using textbooks, or they will be doing a small experiments with rubber bands or normal tools. What they have, it's available with them, and they will explain the theories on the board with a chalkboard. So now, in the same case, when you are in the traditional approach, if you are thinking, teacher is using only the textbooks and the hands-on experiments to teach the physics concepts. So classrooms interactions will be there because they are doing the experiments in the class. So it's one of the good experiment, good interaction it's happening over there. Next, assessment is through conventional exams and quizzes will be conducted, or Q&A session will be conducted in the class. In the same thing, when you are integrating with AI, how it's possible? How what changes will occur? So AI powered simulations allow students to interact with virtual physics experiments, provide a more dynamic and engaging learning experience. Here, if you are going, if the teacher is discussing about a particular theory, even if it is a Newton's law or some other law, they will be discussing about only particular experiment. Only one experiment can be done in a class. But even if you are going in a virtual physics experiments, you have lot of explorations, you have lot of examples to do. They can have a lot of hands on experience. So it will be more engaging, and it will be giving a lot of learning experience. So intelligent tutoring systems offer personalized guidance, answering students questions, and providing additional explanations based on individual needs. So when you are doing the online simulations, you are getting, as well as the educator as well as the students, both we are getting more explanations, and it you were able to answer to the questions. Teachers use AI analytics to identify areas where students may be struggling and tailor their teaching accordingly. For example, if you are having a 50 number of students in a class, first we have to analyze 50 members of who all are doing a practical. It's very hard to assign. But if you are using a virtual simulation tool, it's clearly given analytics report which student is facing issues, and which student is facing a difficulties over, and where they are stuck in it, where they need an attention, so that the other staff or assistant teacher, the uh, people's care or mentor, you can give a proper guidance to the particular student. Next, we are moving to the, so it's better to adapt for the future based on the AI. Next, we are moving to the advanced applications. First, I am going to explore about the Microsoft Math App. I hope you all aware of about Microsoft Math App. So it's a Microsoft applications math solver. It's like a very handy tool. It makes it easy to tackle complex math problems without having to type them out. Just take a picture of the problem using an app. It reads. You don't. There are two options over there in these applications. Either you can type the problem sums over there, or you can just take a picture of it and you can upload it in the app. It reads the handwriting using a special technology called optical character recognition. In short form, you can say it is a OCR. So after reading the problem, it breaks down the solution step by step, provides graphs to help visualize the problem, shows related examples, even offers video lessons to understand the maths better. Just we can explore into this. I have given a link over here. So this is the max solver application. Just you can type your, just if you are able to see here, so here you can give some value. So you have lot of, you can perform the calculus operations, tree algebra, determine value, matrix. So all these problems can be solved by these applications. So the answer is log. I have given the problem as log base to 210 equal to, it's approximately 3.32. So this is the value. So this is one of the applications we can use as a academia. We can give a practice, we can give a practice problems over there. And because students are now nowadays immediately they need answer, they can explore it over here. So it's very easy for to do the calculations when they are coming to the engineering, or when they are going for the architectural designs. They will be having a different types of calculations like thermodynamics, fluid mechanisms. So when they are doing, they can explore more on these applications. Next, we are moving to the Cogni app. So it's a Cogni virtual learning assistant. It's like a smart chatbot. So this chatbot helps the students to learn. Instead of just giving answers, it guides students through conversations where they construct their own answers. It provides instant feedback. So instant feedback, personalized hints and tips to help them understand better. So for teachers, it means less time spent grading and a better understanding of how students are learning, and the ability to tailor instructions to individual needs. It aims to improve students' performance in tests while making their learning experience. It's on the right side of the screen. I have given an example of this application. It's like a chatbot. So when a student when you automatically it will raise a question, so the student has to answer. Based on the answer, it will give a feedback whether the student has given a right answer or not. So it's less work for a teacher. So whether the students, where they are standing, whether the student able to understand the concept or not, so if they can explore in this app. So automatically this application is asking the questions to the students based on the subject wise. When based on the chosen subjects, automatically it will ask the questions, the students has to answer, and based on the answer, whether it is right or wrong, whether what are the weaknesses over there, what are the improvements they have to do, what are the researchers, what are the answers are wrong, it's giving a formative feedback over there in the application itself. So it's good application for students as well as the educators. Next we are moving into the bliper. So Bliper is one of the application. Instead of just reading about the solar system, so like what we can say, it's like a 3D experiment. Before moving to that, I will show this Cogni app how it will be. So this is the Cogni applications. So based on the educators as well as the students, uh, the questions and answers will be given. So first the Cogni app will be asking the questions. The students has to answer. Based on that, the report will be formative assessment will happen over there. Next, we are moving into the Blipper app. So AI isn't just for sci-fi. It can make classrooms more awesome. They use fancy tech that lets students dive into immersive visual learning. With their augmented reality builder playground, schools can turn boring textbook stuff into exciting adventures. So nowadays, all the schools, most probably from COVID-19, after the COVID-19, uh, almost everywhere they started to explore on the augmented reality, AR and VR, virtual reality. So they are started to bring their augmented reality inside their classroom. They are giving the pictures, for example, if it is a Egypt pyramid, or automatically it's showing in front of the students what's the structure of it, what's the length, height, width, everything. It's showing it near a realistic thing. So this bliper applications, instead of just reading about this but about the particular topic, it's giving a realistic visualized images in front of them. So, for example, I have given a solar system. For example, students can actually explore it in 3D or witness a volcanic eruption. Like they are right there. It's like turning learning into a cool interactive experience. So we can explore into the Bliper app. So this is an Bliper app. So just you have to go over here. You can sign in or you can log into this website. Okay. We'll explore later. So this application is very interactive, and you even every all the educators can bring that application in their classroom. So the students will be having a live experience, and they will be having a visual learning in your classes. Next, we are moving into Microsoft Teams. I think everyone will be aware of it. So it's like one of the learning management system. So in all the education institute, it's better to use the Microsoft learning management system, Teams, Microsoft Teams. Its education insights uses data crunching to give teachers the lowdown on how students rearranged, how well they are learning, and even how they are feeling. See, it's giving in Microsoft Teams, it give you a clear report of in the insights, it will give you a clear report of whether how the what's the mood swing of the student, whether they are very, for example, it shows as a habits when they are learning the particular lessons. Most of the students will learn from during the night time, so it's showing the student is active during the most of the time, they are active during the night time or daytime. It's showing the clear report of it. And digital activity, what they have done in that particular applications, whether they are reading, whether they are learning, or whether they are doing the assignments, it gives a clear report of it, what type of activity they are doing in their particular sessions or particular task. So even the students, if they have missed out the assignments, how many assignments has been assigned, how many they have missed out, and what's the frequency of the level, whether what's the habit of the student, whether they are having the proper regular reading progress or reading habit over there. So all this will be, as a staff or as an educator, you don't want to sit and monitor this, or everything will be monitored by the particular application Microsoft Teams. They have an inbuilt application as insights. So reading progress that help teachers keep track of how students are doing and figure out where they might need some extra help. Next, we are moving into AI powered personalization in education. So, have you heard about AI powered personalization? What is meant by personalization? So personalization in education is nothing about your student. For example, if 50 students are there, if you are delivering in a class, or as an educator when you are delivering to your class, there will be three categories of students will be there. One first two category will be mostly listening to the class, most attentive or listening to the classes. They are very smarter. The second category of students will be like they will listen and they will not bother about that about the assignments. The other category will be they will be not bother at all whatever it is, whatever you are telling or whatever you are it's not, there will not be any attention over there. So in order to bring the personalization in education, we are bringing the AI powered concept in the education field. So artificial intelligence stepping up to make education more accessible for all students, especially those with hearing or visual impairments, physical disabilities, or language challenges. Most of the time, the students are facing in challenges in language. So, if you are asking the backbenchers, or if those who are not in the third category of students, the students used to say, "Ma'am, we have studied in Tamil medium. When we have started to coming here, in colleges, everything they are talking in English." So, they are facing language is one of the challenges over there. So because of that, they are not able to understand. So they are lacking over there. So AI powered personalization in education you can utilize for that particular application to improvise the language challenges, as well as even for hearing or visual impairments, or if they're having a physical disabilities also, you can use the AI. First example is Microsoft Teams. If you're when you are using or when you are teaching your classes, when you are start to record your sessions, automatically in the recording session there will be an option as start transcription. So those who are not able to, they have issues on the blind, or if they have the impairments, visual impairments, so they can able to hear the voice. Based on your voice they can recognize what you are telling, and based on that they can grasp it out. So MS Teams has this handy audio transcribers. They are game changer for students with hearing impairments, making it easier for them to grasp what's being said in lectures. Even uh, not only these things, even in Microsoft Teams you can record the session. You don't want to repeat it again and again, you can record the session. Later when the students are free, or when they're having their own time, or when they are having the mood to learn, they can just rewind the particular video recordings, and they can listen to the recordings, and they can able to learn. So this is one of the most of the advantages we are having over there in the Microsoft Teams. Next, Nuance. So Nuance is one of the other applications. Here, those peoples are like they are not able to hear, or they are not able to type the informations. So what they can do is just they can speak out, and automatically the text will be printed in a paper. And the text also, it's like 160 words per minute, so it's so faster than a human. So, speech to text technology, like the one from Nuance, claiming to transcribe at a speedy 160 words per minute. This is a big help for students who may struggle with writing. Most of the students, they know how to write or how to explain. They know, but when they are coming to the writing, because of the spelling mistakes, because of these things, they are losing the grades. Mostly the students are coming from different language backgrounds. So instead of that, they can use an automated text technology. When they are speaking out, automatically the text will be typed, and grammarly will be correcting the text whatever mistakes they have done in their page. Next is it's an next we are moving into vision based grading. So vision based grading, it's like a grade scanner. As an educator or as a mentor or assessors, though most of the peoples will be facing an issue with the grade scanner. So when the time of grading it's coming, we have to evaluate, like lot of papers will be there, we have to manually evaluate, and we have to give a proper feedback, as well as they have to give a proper grading. So that is a major struggle for all the educators. So in vision based grading, grade scanner, what you can use, there will be a computer vision. So it's like a smart camera. So what you can do is you can keep your paper. So it's a either it can be a bubble sheets, and automatically it will automatically the scanner or the smart camera will be scanning the entire paper and automatically score multiple choice questions. So it's very easy for us to calculate whether you don't want to sit and calculate whether the first question is correct or first option is A, B. It's very difficult for as a human. It's very difficult. But when you're the machine, when the grade scanner is used or vision based grading is used, what happen? Automatically it scans the paper entire report. Within a minute you will be getting the answer, what's the score of the particular student. So it's very easy for us to use. There is also stuff like MS Max, which uses computer vision to check math questions by looking at the pictures of the equations. So mostly we can say grade scanner is one of the uh, blessings for us, or we can say it is a reward for the educators. It's real time saver for teachers. It cuts down on mistakes, so it's giving teachers a helpful assistant during the grading process and keep things accurate. And manually we will be calculating the gradings multiple times, whether the first question is 5 marks, 10 marks, we have to calculate manually. Instead of that, automatically it will grade and it will give the entire report. So this is one of the advantages we are having in the AI. Next, AI in education. So nowadays, almost everywhere they are using in for researchers, as well as exploring more data in big data. They are using the AI. So AI in education is like a supercharged tool that makes learning and teaching way better. So think we both the students as well as the staff, even educator as well as the students, both are getting benefit from the AI. So students are getting, so when the educator has having lot of informations or lot of resources, automatically the students also getting more knowledge over there. So students get top notch education, and teachers get some relief from the workload. Lot, Lots of schools worldwide are already using AI to make things run smoother. But before everyone jumps on the bandwagon, we have got to set some rules. Even AI can make mistakes, and that's not good for learning. Plus, we need ethical guidelines to make sure these smart systems don't show any biases in teaching or grading. We want to keep the educational material safer side without causing any issues. Next, we are moving to the personalization in education based on the category of the students. So in personalized in education, you can categorize based on the you can cater based on the student level. So personalized learning is like a custom made education plan for each student. It's all about fitting the way someone learns best, whether that's going at their own pace, using specific materials, or even choosing how they want to learn. It's like having a learning experience that's just for you, with the freedom to pick the tools and methods that suit. So because in AI we have lot of tools to explore, even they have lot of simulation labs. They don't want to manually do it. Instead of that, they can before that itself they can simulate and they can check how the process is working. Next, they can do a hands-on experience. It's very easy for them to explore over there. So let's we can ask some few questions among ourselves. What is your organization learning management system? Your learner's interest, preferred learning style, and medium automatically without any administrator intervention. It's very hard to say. So, what if your organization's learning management system knew your learner's interest, preferred learning style, and medium automatically without any administrator intervention? So, if you are asking the same question to me, I can say that, uh, for example, if I'm handling like 50 number of students in my class, I can like up to 20 to 30% I can say what's the learner's interest and what's their preferred learning style, because when we are delivering the class we can able to understand the student's mindset. But when you are leaving to the AI monitoring tools like Insights or Microsoft Teams Insights, automatically it will monitor what type of learning type methodology the students are preferring. Most of the students will prefer, if you are uploading the PDF notes, mostly they will not open the PDF notes, they will refer to the PPTs. So from that you can able to understand the students are looking into the visualization methods. Next, the most of the students prefer to do the simulation labs. If you're having if you are mentioning the hands-on experience, before the hands-on experience the students are looking to the simulations labs, and they will be learning something new from there, and they will be coming to the hands-on experience. So that simulates where that gives a comparative analysis report where the students are looking into it, what's their preferences in learning style, what methodology they are trying to work it out, what methodology they are preferring to have. So it's all based about the student style. Next, what if support queries could be answered immediately at the point of need directly within your learning platform? When they are preparing, for example, around night 12 o'clock or 10, after 10 or after 8 o'clock, when they are preparing the notes or when they are studying, suddenly they got some doubts or something. That time they cannot approach the particular staff or educator or particular mentor. Instead of that, directly they can post a question over there and they can wait for the question. Nowadays they have the educational board, automatically it responds back whether that and it automatically clears the doubt, whether the questions whatever questions they have given, whether they got the particular answers properly or not. It's giving a full answer to all the students. So it's one of, even like in Cogni app also, it's giving the answer question as well as answer, and it's not waiting for the staff to give you feedback. Automatically it's giving a feedback whether you are right or wrong. Even for max questions also, the students can solve the problem and it's giving answer whether you are writing right, whether the student has written in a right way or not. So its immediate response has been given to the students. They don't want to wait for a they don't want to wait for a long while. So this is one of the benefit we are having in the personalized learning. Next, we are moving into adaptive learning. So what is meant by adaptive learning? First of all, we should know about what is meant by adaptive learning. So, based on the individual needs, I told it's a personalization in education. In personalization in education, we are catering the students' needs. Based on the students' need, we are delivering the units in a different way. In adaptive learning, also similar way, be, to adapt or when you are catering to the students preferences, you are giving it in a algorithm way, or in a tool to motivate, or what we can say, you can you are tailoring the content of the educational content and methods based on individual students progress, preferences and learning style, using data and algorithms. So that's the important concept of the adaptive learning. Based on the student's need, now you are preparing, or you are bringing AI concept over there, and you are building your own structure and type of content to match the student's needs. So so this method ensures the customized learning path for each learner. It's not about the entire 50 students or not. It's for each and every student. For example, 50 students are the 50 methods of learning styles, 50 methods of preferences, 50 students of progress monitoring methods. So based on their progress, based on their insights, it's give you a clear output. So in Microsoft Teams as well as in Google, they are giving the analytics. So start if you see the statistic reports, for example, if 50 students are there, you can, based on the analytics report, you can conclude from the statistical report itself, you can conclude whether the students able to understand the classes properly or not, what's the difficulty they are facing over there. So they can bring the output, they can identify, and based on the shortage, the educator can resolve the issues. Next, we are moving to the benefits. So students can learn at their own pace, receive targeted support in challenging areas, and have a more engaging and effective learning experience. So when they are moving to the adaptive learning and personalized in education, the students are more engaging nowadays. If you see the statistical report, it's giving a high the way of most of the students are preferring to use to prefer to study in the AI technology world, because they are ready to face them, because the teachers are able to, or educators are able to identify what's the problem with the student, what's the preferences. Based on the preferences, they are started to educate or they are ready to guide the students. So it's giving a more impact over there in their education. Next, we are moving into the AI LMS. So AI LMS is giving a proper guidance. The learning platform differs from an AI powered LMS due to its target audience, purpose, and functionality. One of the good example I can say, it is a Duolingo. Before moving to that, I will say what is AI LMS. We have learned about learning management. LMS is nothing but learning management system. So in AI based LMS, it's giving a clear idea of uh, about the students and categorizing of this. It's bringing the personalized in education, it's bringing the adaptive learning, intelligent recommendations, language processing, complete. It's like it's giving about almost nine benefits. It's giving in the AI LMS. First, we will discuss about the adaptive learning. One of the good example I can say, it is a Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams is giving adaptive learning and intelligent recommendations based on the student's need. The automatically the software is assigning, or based on the student's preferences, it's giving some recommendations. Next is language processing. If chatbot is there, automatically if the student is having raising a queries or something, automatically the chatbot is responding back immediately. So it's one of the added advantage. They don't want to wait for 8 hours or 12 hours or 24 hours to meet or to get an appointment with the staff and to clear the doubts. Immediately they are getting the response from the bot services. So based on that, they don't want to wait for a while, or they don't want to waste the time. Immediately based on the answers, they can get the informations. Next is learning analytics. So based on if you are using the Microsoft Teams or any AI based LMS, it's giving a learning analytics where the students are studying, whether whether the student has opened the PDF to read the document, what's their reading progress, how long they have spent the time on the screen, how long they have studied, or how long they have done their homework, what are the assignments have they have pending, how many assignments they have finished, what are they not finished. So, and it's automatically nowadays they have a easier grader. So automatically it's giving a formative feedback to the students, whether based on the assignment, whether the students has done up to the level or not, what are the improvements they have do it in the page also it's showing clearly. Next is text based comment. So that also it's like a even in the, if the student want to the student or the is not able to type the messages properly, even they can use like a speech to text method. They can record the recordings and they can send, and based on that it will be answered. Next is content authoring. So even whatever classes is happening, whether they have taken a leave, whether they are absent or not, or whether they got a special permission for OD or not, even if they have having a link with multicultural activities also, if the staff or educators is uploading all the PPTs over there, automatically the students get the benefits. The students can read the get the content from the Microsoft Teams, whatever they have taken in the class, they can upload it in the page and they can get the content over there. Next is the gamification. So when you are using the applications, a simple gamifications can be concluded. If one way talking will not be most more, it will not be effective. So whenever the class sessions are happening, it should be better way to have a two-way communications. If you are doing a one-way communications or broadcast messages, we don't know how many students will be aware of it or how many students are listening. But if you are having an interactive sessions with your classes, then it will be easy. In similar way, whatever you are teaching in your classes, or as an educator or as a staff or mentor, it's better to be to teach in a gamification method. In Microsoft Teams you have lot of free applications of gamification applications. So the students are nowadays, if you see the students level, everyone is prefer to play a video game. So when they are prefer to play a video game, you can use a different applications like Kahoot app and the other applications. It's integrated with Microsoft Teams. You don't want to pay extra. For the free versions you can use, and you can enable the gamifications over there. So this is one of the benefit you are having in the AI LMS. Next is the quiz generation. Quiz generation is nothing but based on your topics, automatically it will generate a quiz. The students can answer to the quiz and they can do it. One more example you can do is even the poll, whether the students able to understand the class or not. They can take a poll over there in the Microsoft Teams. So next is automated grading. So you don't want to wait after the student has uploaded the documents. Automatically nowadays they have a plagiarism checker, like a turn it in softwares. Automatically it checks the documents, whether the students has done their own work, whether they have copied from the other websites or not, and it's giving a clear report of it, whether they have taken the AI content like ChatGPT or Google Bard content. And if they have given the content also, it's giving a clear report of it, how many percentage they have taken, and based on that it's automatically grading the reports, whether what mistakes they have done. For example, if the students has missed out to evaluate, they have explained everything but they have missed out the evaluation is missing, or they have not given a proper example. So the automatically this AI based learning management system, automatically it's giving an automated grading based on the students assignment. It is giving a formative assessment feedback, so that as a educator or as a staff, they don't want to sit and evaluate the paper manually, and they don't want to give a feedback, you have done a mistake over here. And again it's instead of that, immediately when they upload the document, they it clearly gives the report how they have done it. Next is adaptive learning. One of the good example I have taken is a Duolingo. Everyone is aware of Microsoft Teams, I hope. So I have taken one more application as a Duolingo applications. So Duolingo is aimed at the individual learner market, enabling people to learn a new language and track their progress. So for example, Duolingo is nothing but it's like um, what we can say, it's a learning uh, it's a multi-language. For example, if you want to learn any other language, you can use this applications Duolingo. So here in Duolingo application, if you see, you have a personalized attention, and in the Duolingo applications, they are using the personalization in education as well as adaptive learning and tutoring systems. All three are using in the Duolingo app. So that's why I have taken this application. Personalize the learning process with recommendations, provide adaptive learning experiences based on feedback and previous training. So what they are doing is, in Duolingo applications, you give and you can visit this page. I hope everyone has visited here. So it's a free and very fun and effective way to learn a language. If you don't know Hindi, 1 minute, I'm choosing as a Hindi. So if I want to learn something new for in a Hindi language, just you can continue over here. Okay, so it's just what is why you have to give the proper reason why you have chosen this, and how much Hindi do you know. I choosing as I'm new to Hindi. So based on your level, based on these questions, it give a proper. Okay, next we can start. Okay, they also giving a cater of the students. For example, based on the students level. For example, it's giving a limit of per day you have to give a 5 minute. So if you are giving a 5 minute, you are able to learn for the 5 minute. Some students are not able to concentrate more time on the screen, or more time on the class. They will not be having a full attention over the class, because listening power of the, if you are sitting in the class and the listening power is almost 20 to 30 minutes, beyond that the students cannot listen, their mind will be diverted. So here what they can, based on their level, they can choose the timings. For example, you can give 5 minutes per day, means you will be learn about 24 words in your first week. It's giving a clear report of it, how many words you will learn and what's the process. So you can skip this. So you can start with the Google and it will start to give your report. Okay, let's we can move it. When you're having time, please look into that. Even you can learn your new languages like Spain, French, Spanish, lot of languages over there. You can explore over there and you can get this thing. Okay, any doubts?
That was a wonderful session, ma'am.
Uh, any queries or
Am I
any?
audible, ma'am?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yeah, ma'am. So that was a wonderful session. I got to know about the app, Blipper, and nuance and everything. Everything was informative and also something new. So if they, let's see whether anybody posts query on the YouTube live stream. Once they post, I'll be representing them with the questions, ma'am.
Okay, sure, sir, sure.
Ma'am, we have a question.
Yeah, sure, sir.
How can we implement adaptive learning in classroom?
Oracle, we have the Oracle Enterprise applications. So they can, it's a database applications. So you can implement it in the live simulations. You can do it in your class.
Okay, ma'am.
You don't want to download the particular application. Nowadays they have the online videos and everything, online like simulations they are having, how the database is working, how the metaphase is working. They have a different application simulations they are having in database.
Okay, ma'am. And
Nowadays
the
we are
next
using big
question,
data,
yeah.
right? Big data, how
Yes, ma'am.
their
Yeah.
data are managed based on the keywords, how the analysis is happening. So all this you can do it in an online simulation.
Ma'am, the next question is you talked about the based grading, right, ma'am?
Yes,
So, should we have given early about the answers? The question is, should we give the
yes.
answers early so that the vision based grading is easier, or is it like
Yes,
post?
actually, when you are coming to AI, first thing is you have to train the data because it's a machine. It doesn't take a, it's not able to take a decision properly. It cannot conclude or it cannot take a decision making. As a human, we can take a decision. So first, what you have to do is you have to train the data set. That means first one paper or one QR set you have to fill it and you have to feed it in the machine and you have to say it's a first answer, it's a correct answer. Once you have fed it, automatically it will evaluate the papers based on that.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question is it's a sort of like an your view on augmented reality and virtual reality, AR and VR. What's your opinion?
Yeah.
Are they both same or different, or what's your take on that?
Actually, augmented reality is playing a major role because, see, when you're talking about the solar system, we cannot go to the space and we cannot watch that. Instead of that, you can bring it in your class with a live. You can easily able to see that okay, this is Mars, is this is Jupiter, and this is yeah. It's very easy for the students to learn. Even for your simulations, small simulations, we cannot um, we cannot take into the different level. We cannot go to that particular space and we cannot show that. Instead of that, you can bring it in your classrooms and you can show, so that learn the students can visualize and students can able to understand easily, so it will be a good effective learning for the students.
Understood, ma'am. So you were talking about the Cogni app, right, ma'am?
Yes, Cogni app.
So is it available in Android mobile phones?
Yes, it's available in iOS as well as Android mobiles. Even for school students also can use from KG to till 12th, and as well as the higher education's classes also it's supporting. So there are three options are having, either only student can use or educators can use. Next option is organization. If, for example, if your college is purchasing that application or school is purchasing that applications, from the school itself, they will be giving a credentials to the staff, to the educator as well as the student. So this is organization based. Educator based is the educator will be having a assess and they can create their own questions, and based on that they can post it to the students. From the students they will be getting the answers automatically, the Cogni app will be giving the answers.
Understood, ma'am. So, ma'am, the next question is before adopting this artificial intelligence or chat GPT to academicians in colleges or school, whatsoever, if colleges or school is trying to do that, is there any necessity for providing special training to the faculty and students to know how to use it?
Yes, actually, it's a good question. Even see, everyone is talking about ChatGPT. ChatGPT started before 2 years, but now in India, now only we are aware of it. What is ChatGPT? But if you are looking into UK or Australia countries, it's been almost a year they crossed, and what are the ethical issues? Everything they have faced, everything it has been addressed. So even now we have the Google Bard also similar way. Uh, Here in ChatGPT, we have in ChatGPT or in Google Bard, you have to give a proper prompt. So first, as a educator or as a student, when you are using a ChatGPT or Google Bard, you should be given a proper prompt. First, the educator should know how to give a prompt. If you know to how to give a prompt, then it's very easy for you to explore on the ChatGPT. Otherwise, if you are writing something, it will say, I am confusing, I'm not getting that much of information. Some other error messages will be given to you. If you know how to write the prompt, it will give you a clear explanations. It's a huge data is available over there, so you can get a lot of informations from ChatGPT and Google Bard also.
Understood, ma'am. So we have a imaginary question over here.
Okay.
So augmented reality and virtual reality are something that visualizes our imagination into reality, right, ma'am?
No, it's a
So if
visualizers.
yeah,
Visualizers
so
in front
if
of the student.
the question is pending, ma'am. If artificial intelligence also gets associated with this AR and VR, how can we believe this reality? How come we believe this?
It's we have to believe because still everywhere they started to use, even for example, if it is for example, aeronautical engineering classes are happening. So we are telling it's a cockpit. We cannot take to the particular Boeing 7 or Boeing 537 airplane, and we cannot say that this is the cockpit, how it will be. Instead of there, you can bring it directly into your class through the augmented reality or visual reality. So the students can see, okay, in cockpit, these are the two seats will be there. Because in cockpit, in airplanes, they will not allow you to enter into the cockpit, but you can visualize how it will be, how the system is working. You are able to visualize it.
Understood, ma'am. Ma'am, I think that's an end to our question and Q&A session, ma'am. So there is no more questions on the chat.
Okay.
So thank you so much once again, ma'am. It was a wonderful wonderful session with you because I even many of us came to know about a lot of new applications, even the vision grader application and Cogni and everything. So there is a few comments that I am coming across who is saying a wonderful informative session, and even one person has said that 1 hour is not enough for ma'am to completely give idea. I think she needs more time to express all her knowledge. So we'll look into it and have a bigger session with you for sure, ma'am.
Sure, sure, sure. Sure.
And thank you once again, ma'am. And ma'am, can you just share your mail ID on
Yeah,
the
sure.
slide, because audience are asking for your mail ID.
Sure, sure, sure. 1 minute. I will share
Yeah, ma'am,
this.
please.
It's personal mail ID or official?
Anything is fine, ma'am. Anything is fine. Ma'am, thank you so much once again, ma'am, for preparing this hardcore topic in a very short duration. We are really humbled and very thankful to have your presence over here, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the audience over here. It's
Yes,
pleasure
ma'am.
to be here,
Yeah,
and you
ma'am.
have.
So we will be getting into the feedback and attendance session. So, ma'am, you can definitely take a leave. I'll be continuing further, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Participants, so thank you so much for this session. I'll be posting the feedback form on a share screen now. Just before that, I saw some people requesting for tomorrow's test idea regarding the test. So Dr. Suresh sir, our vice principal, has already shared the notes in the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing it once again today. That has all the content that has been discussed in the past 4 days and also for tomorrow's session. Kindly go through it. There will be around 20 MCQs, 20 multiple choice questions from the 5 days of topic. Um, read well and answer your question. The exam will be between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. You'll be given 1 hour of time, 20 questions to complete the examination. After the end of the session, there will be a small valedictory. Once the valedictory is done, if in case the exam goes beyond, for example, the valedictory gets over at 7:30, then the time will be from 7:30 to 8:30. So the duration for the exam will be 1 hour. Exactly from the minute the link is posted for the exam, after 1 hour, the link will be closed. So kindly do it within time. There is no extension, there is no additional time for the exam, and your feedback and attendance for the 5th day will be collected through the exam link itself. There won't be any separate feedback link or attendance link for tomorrow. Those who attend the exam tomorrow will be considered present for the 5th day also. So those who have doubt can contact me personally through WhatsApp or through mail. So now I'll be sharing the feedback link. Once you have posted your feedback, you can take a leave for the day. Please do check your WhatsApp and mail. We'll be sending the notes today.